prettily written and on scented paper was a great contrast to the next, which was scribbled on a big sheet of thin foreign paper. On, Ornamented, okay, a word, a new one, ornamented or ornamented, ornamented with the plots and all manner of flourishes and curly-tailed letters. Okay, need this one. My precious mommy, 3 cheers for dear father. Broke with a trump to telegraph right off and let us know the minute he was better. I rushed up garret when the letter came and tried to thank God for being so good to us, but I could only cry and say, I'm glad, I'm glad. Didn't that do as well as a regular prayer? For I felt a great many in my heart. We have such funny times, and now I can enjoy them, for everyone is so desperately good. It is like living in a nest of tart tartledoves. What is this word? Tartledoves. I need this one too. You'd have laughed to see Meg head the table and try to be motherish. She gets prettier every day, and I'm in love with her. In love with her sometimes. The children are regular arching, archangels, and I am Joe. I'm Joe, and never shall be another difficult word to pronounce. Shall be anything else. Oh, I must tell you that I came near having a quarrel with Laurie. I freed my mind about a silly little thing, and he was offended. I was right, but didn't speak as I ought, and he marched home, saying he wouldn't come again till I begged pardon. I declared I wouldn't and got mad. It lasted all day. I felt bad and wanted you very much. Laurie and I are both so proud. It is hard to beg pardon, but I thought he'd come to it, for I was in the right. He didn't come, and just at night I remembered what you said when Amy fell into the river. I read my little book, felt better, resolved not to let the sun set on my anger, and ran over to tell Laurie I was sorry. I met him at the gate, coming for the same thing. We both laughed, begged each other's pardon, and felt all good and comfortable again. I made a poem yesterday when I was helping Hannah wash. And as father likes my silly little things, I put it in to amuse him. Give him the lovingest hug that ever was, and kiss yourself a dozen times for your topsy-turvy Joe. A song from the Suds, queen of my top. I merely sing, while the white foam rises high, and steadily wash and rinse and wring and fasten the clothes to dry. Then out in the free, fresh air they swing. Under the sunny sky, I wish we could wash from our hearts and souls the stains of the week away, and let water and air by their magic way make ourselves as pure as they. Then on the earth there would be indeed a glorious washing day. Along the path of a useful life will heart's ease ever bloom. The busy mind has no time to think of sorrow or care or gloom. and anxious thoughts may be swept away as we briefly wield a broom. I am glad a task to me is given, to labor at day by day, for it brings me health and strength and hope, and I cheerfully learn to say, Head, you may think, heart, you may feel, but hand, you shall work always. Dear mother, there is only room for me to send my love and some pressed pansies from the root I have been keeping safe in the house for father to see. I read every morning, try to be good all day, and sing myself to sleep with father's tune. I can't sing Land of the Leal now. It makes me cry. Everyone is very kind, and we are as happy as we can be without you. Amy wants the rest of the page, so I must stop. I didn't forget to cover the holders, and I wind the clock and air the rooms every day. Kiss their father on the cheek, he calls mine. Oh, do come soon to your loving little Beth. Ma, cherry mamma, we are all well. I do my lessons always and never cooperate the girls. Meg says, I mean contradict. So I put in both words, and you can take the properest. Meg is a great comfort to me and lets me have jelly every night at tea. It's so good for me. So for me, Joe says, because it keeps me sweet-tempered. Laurie is not as respectful as he ought to be now. I am almost in my teens. Have this one. He calls me and hurts my feelings by talking French to me very fast. When I say merci or bonjour, as Hattie King does. The sleeves of my blue dress were all worn out, and Meg put in new ones, but the full front came wrong, and they are more blue than the dress. I felt bad, but did not fret. I bear my troubles well, but I do wish Hannah would put more starch in my aprons and have buckwheats every day, can't she? Didn't I make that interrogation point nice? Meg says my punctuation and spelling are disgraceful, and I am mortified. But dear me, I have so many things to do. I can't stop. Audio. I send heaps of love to Papa, your affectionate daughter, Amy Curtis March. Dear Miss March, I just drop a line to say we get on fast freight. The girls is clever and fly around right smart. Miss Meg is going to make a proper good housekeeper. She has the liking for it, and gets the hang of things surprising quick. Joe does beat all for going ahead, but she don't stop to calculate fast, and you never know where she's like to bring up. She done out a tube of clothes on Monday, but she starched ever they was wrenched and brewed a pink. What is this before? Maybe a pink calico dress till I thought I should have died. I died laughing. Beth is the best of little creatures, and a sight of help to me. Being so full-handed and dependable. She tries to learn everything and really goes to market beyond her years. Likewise keeps accounts with my help. Quite wonderful. We have got on very economical so far. So far. I don't let the girls have coffee only once a week, according to your wish, and keep 'em on plain, wholesome victuals. Amy does well about Britain, wearing her best clothes and eating sweet stuff. Mr. Lurie is as full of doodles as usual and turns the house upside down frequent, but he heartens up the girls, and so I let him have full swing. The old gentleman sent heaps of things and is rather wearing, but means well, and it ain't my place to say nothing. My bread is fresh more at this time. I sent my duty to Mr. March. I hope he is seen the last of his Beaumonium. Yours respectful, Hannah Mullet, head nurse of Ward 2. All serene on the Rappahannock, troops in fine condition. Commissary department will conduct the Home Guard under Colonel Teddy, always on duty. Commander in Chief, Chief, Chief or Chef, Chief General Lawrence refused the Army daily quartermaster. Mullet keeps order in camp, and Major Lyon does picket duty at night. A salute of 24 guns was fired on receipt of good news from Washington, and a dress parade took place at headquarters. Commander-in-Chief sends best wishes, in which he is heartily joined by Colonel Teddy. Dear Madam, the little girls are all well. Beth and my boy report daily. Hannah is a model servant and guards pretty Meg like a dragon. Glad the fine weather holds. Pray make Brooke useful, and draw on me for funds if expenses exceed your estimate. Don't let your husband want anything. Thank God he is mending. Your sincere friend and servant, James Lawrence. Yeah, I think